Welcome, my name is Alex Sanders, and in this first mental skills video I will be discussing how I communicate stress management to collegiate athletes. Before being able to tackle stress, it's important to understand a little bit about what stress is and how you interact with it. Burton and Redeke define stress as the substantial imbalance between what we believe is demanded for us, or competitive stress, and what we perceive our capabilities to be for meeting those demands, or personal control. Stress is determined by one's perception or appraisal of the situation and the importance that is placed on the success needed. Stress can either be appraised positively as a challenge appraisal, allowing the situation to enhance performance, or it can be appraised negatively as a threat appraisal, allowing the situation to diminish performance. Richard Lazarus suggested that athletes weigh 3 types of information in appraising a potentially stressful situation: competitive demand, personal control, and coping strategies. Competitive demand is the athlete's evaluation of how a demanding situation will affect their ability to attain important goals. Athletes who experience greater uncertainty about reaching a goal will experience a greater competitive demand. Personal control refers to the athlete's perceptions of how well they can handle the competitive demand and achieve certain goals. Athletes with greater self-confidence will be more likely to perceive that their ability is greater than that demand. Coping strategies are the final piece of the Lazarus model of stress and will allow athletes to appraise potentially stressful situations positively, as well as perceive their ability to be sufficient for the task at hand. In order to deal with potentially stressful situations and to feel a high level of confidence and competence, athletes will need to adapt certain coping strategies that work best for them. Stress management can take shape in a wide variety of forms and will most likely look different from athlete to athlete. One individual may only need to manage their stress an hour or so before competition, while another may take an entire week of relaxation and focus in order to prepare for the upcoming event. Given that many athletes will react and respond differently to various forms of stress management, I focus on 2 primary elements in order to healthily manage stress: time management and goal setting. I focus on communicating the importance of time management to all my athletes. Balancing their academics, athletics, and social life should be done with more of a written plan than many student athletes use. One athlete may focus heavily on academics, while another may set aside more time for their personal or social life. Neither one is more nor less correct, as long as they are accomplishing their goals. Creating a schedule and looking ahead to important dates such as competitions, large projects and exams, or desired social events can drastically reduce the amount of stress that student athletes put themselves under. Wilson's study suggested that student athletes dedicate on average 20 hours a week to practices, competition, and preparation for their sport. In order to make sure athletes are maintaining a healthy balance in what they want to accomplish, I will meet with athletes once a month to make sure they are comfortable in their schedule. Teaching student athletes how to manage their time will allow them to feel more personal control in appraising stressful situations. Managing stress can also be positively affected by goal setting. Burton and Redeke list a few benefits of goal setting in Figure 4.1. Goals enhance focus and concentration, goals boost self-confidence, and goals increase intrinsic motivation to excel. These can all lead to the prevention and management of overstress. By creating short-term and long-term goals, athletes can stay focused on what they want to accomplish on a daily, weekly, and seasonal basis. They can cut out the uncertainty discussed in the Lazarus model. Athletes with less uncertainty about a potentially stressful situation will experience lower competitive demand, thus being able to feel a greater perception of accomplishment. Again, I like to discuss goal setting when meeting with athletes at the beginning and end of the competitive season, as well as the beginning and the end of the off-season, to discuss the goals that they wish to accomplish. Early on in my coaching career, I have understood the benefits of time management and goal setting to be effective in myself as well as the athletes I work with. As I mentioned previously, student athletes will perceive stress in a variety of ways and will react and adapt differently. These techniques may not be the perfect solution for everyone, but they are a great place to start. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my first mental skills video.